Welcome back to another session. Okay, and he continues, we Adivasis will not dance anymore. He says, why exactly is saying this? Okay, what's wrong with that? We are like toys, you are looking at like toys. Someone presses our on button or turns a key in our backsides, and we sandals start beating the rhythms on our thamak and tamdak, or start blowing tunes on our theory, while someone else snatches away our very dancing grounds. So he says, like, we are like dolls, when the key is on, we have started dancing, or we'll start blowing tunes. Okay, so we are looked at like objects. Okay, we are looked at, or we are approached like toys that can dance in tune with the wishes of the others. So that is the attitude that he has. So he has a kind of realization, and that is why he says, like, we are not ready to dance anymore. Why? Because we are, even when we while we are dancing, somebody else is snatching away our land. So we'll get a better understanding of this towards the end of the passage. But still, in its general sense also, everywhere we are trying to showcase these tribals, especially when you go to the north Indian. He says, like, specific reference to Jharkhand. Okay, when somebody is asking about the Jharkhandi culture, you can say that it is basically the tribal culture, and the tribals are in fact being used as as objects for pleasure, or you can say there is a kind of an objectification of tribals. Okay, that you can see there. And also, like, where we are losing our dancing grounds, means we are losing our the very culture of ours, or the very base of ours, we are losing it. Yet we have been asked to dance. Why? Because you want to enjoy our dancing, just for the sake of your pleasure, we have been asked to dance. Okay, now in page number 101, he says, like, there is he talks about the president. Okay, and he says, like, I had thought that he would listen to my words. Isn't he our neighbor? His forefathers were all from the Bibhum district next door. So that president of India was from Bengal, and his forefathers are from Bifur district next door. His ancestral house is still there. Birbhum is where Rabin Haram lived in harmony with Sandals. It is reference to Rabindranath Tagore. So he is trying to place why exactly he thought of raising his concerns to the president of India, who is basically a Bengali. That is what he says. Then in the next paragraph, I mean the last paragraph of that page 101, he says, like, most of the land of the Santals have been acquired by the mining company. It's a rich company. So he says, like, we have no voice because a rich company has taken up their land, and it is not that we didn't fight the acquisition when the company the company took away the property from the Sandals. They did fight, but while we were fighting, a political leader came, and that political leader came, this Christian sister. Christian means Christian, sister means nuns, and Christian father. So there was like a Christian nun and a Christian priest who came to support them, apparently supported us, but we lost. After we lost, everybody left, and this Christian nun, she was killed, okay, in the meantime. And that also, that act of the death of or you can say the murder of that Christian nun was placed on Sandal boys. Because they says, like, they are like, why exactly we should kill that Christian nun? Because by killing that Christian nun, we are not going to get anything. So why exactly Sandal boys has to do that? But still, the mining company, they wanted to end the life of that Christian nun, because that nun is trying to that sister, the nun is trying to educate the Santals Okay, so if the Santals get educated, they'll get to know about the rights, their rights. So the mining company actually wanted to kill the sister, or I can say that Christian missionaries up there, and they killed them, or they killed that sister or that nun, and placed that murder on Sandal boys. Okay, so in both way, it is an advantage for the mining company. Okay, so then page number 102, the Christian sister and the Sandal boys out of the way. Both of them are no longer in the path, and the mining company, they grab as much land as possible. So the missionaries are not there, the Santals, the boys who were like, kind of revolutionaries, they are not there now. The mining company, they can grab as much land as possible, build as many mines as possible, and dig the coal, from this is how the coal company works. So wherever there is a protest, they'll do something to bring down the protesters, and they get along with their work. Yeah, so is the scenario so difficult to understand that the media does not get it? So it's very something very obvious. We, the people who are like least educated, we can understand the situation, but the media is, they cannot understand such situations. So there is a kind of an irony again in that particular statement. The media is well aware of all these things, but they are like, keeping their mouth shut. Okay, then if coal merchants have taken a part of our lands, the other part is taken over by stone merchants, all Diku, Marwari, Sindhi, Mandal, Bhagat, and Muslim. They come and they take the property from us. They turn our land upside down, inside out with their heavy machines. They plow the land, and they try to dig and get as many as things are possible, which are in fact being left out by the mining companies.